Viewing my post history, you'll see I've had plenty to say about Laura. We were in a passionate relationship, and I fell deeply in love with her. Our sexual and emotional chemistry was off the charts. The early days of our romance were the best of my life. This beautiful, charming, intelligent woman appeared to be my soulmate, and then her mask slipped off. She coldly discarded me twice, ghosting me and sleeping around. I took her back the first time, only for her to sleep with my friend and admit she gets turned on by my jealousy. I didn't chase her the second time, but she told me 6 days ago that she is pregnant and begged me to move in with her. She has an IUD and is a manipulator, so I was skeptical. The past week has been rough. I had trouble eating and haven't slept well. Laura tried convincing me to see her, but I've remained evasive. Last night, I was drinking wine and playing bass in my apartment when I heard a knock on my door. It was Laura, with tears in her eyes. I told her to leave and said we would talk another time. She said she needed to prove she was being honest with me and pulled out a pregnancy test. This was a golden opportunity to see her take a test in person, and I didn't want us to cause a scene so late in my complex, so I reluctantly let her inside. She hugged me and cried on my shoulder. I made distance between us and asked her to join me in the bathroom to take the test. I opened the box and watched her pee on the test strip. I was nervous and sipped wine while I waited. Sure enough, against all odds, the test showed 2 lines indicating a positive result. She started sobbing and I felt bad for not believing her, so I held her and apologized. I told her we don't know if I'm the father, yet she was adamant about keeping the baby and mending our relationship. I asked her to drive home so I could sleep. She said she was locked out of her apartment and her friend dropped her off at my place. She didn't have her phone or purse, and I was too drunk to drive, so I let her crash on my couch. I gave her a blanket and pillow, and she kissed my cheek. I finished my glass of wine in my room and remember getting water from the kitchen. She was lying on the couch watching TV. I passed out in my bed shortly after. This morning I woke up next to Laura. Her head was on my chest and we were nude. There was an empty glass with wine residue on the table beside her. I woke her and asked what the hell she was doing in my bed. She claimed I had invited her into my room. I noticed hickeys on her neck and asked if we had sex. She told me that we did. I was mortified and accused her of taking advantage of me while I was drunk. She pointed at her empty glass and said she drank too. I called her irresponsible for drinking when pregnant. She hung her head and said she felt terrible about it and it won't happen again. I went to the bathroom to collect myself and found dried semen on my leg. Laura wanted to stay, but I ordered an Uber and ushered her out of my apartment. She asked if I meant the things I said last night, and I told her I didn't recollect any of it. She said drunk words are sober thoughts and smiled. I felt uneasy as she kissed my neck and left. I hesitate to call it assault, but Laura exploited me. The more I think about it, the more obvious it is that this was planned. Getting dropped off with no keys or phone, drinking my wine, and jumping into bed with me all seem calculated. I believe I willingly got intimate while in my drunken state, but I don't remember a thing. I'm sick of this girl manipulating me, and I'm ashamed I let it happen again. She sent me heart emojis, and I turned my phone off. I can't believe this woman may be the mother of my child. I hate that I still love her. I screwed up and feel so powerless.